So I guess it's time to be having a conversation like this again. It seems like YouTube has an existential crisis almost every year, which isn't that bad because usually the outcome is that the community bands together and recommits ourselves to each other, which is a great outcome, and also the fact that it only happens every year is much better than my average of everyday existential crises. The fact of the matter is that some of us have been on the website for a rather long time, at least considering the age of the website. I started making videos in 2008, which means that YouTube has seen me transform from an awkward 19-year-old going to university in Indiana to a slightly less awkward, fully grown, employed 23-year-old adult living in Korea. Things change, people change, and that can be very scary. I think I'm kind of used to it because my life has been in a constant state of flux, but at the same time that has given me even more uncertainty with virtually every video that I make. I've never really known what I'm doing here on this website. I've started series and done 2 episodes and then kind of dropped them like yesterday's news because I didn't know how to do them anymore. I'm a person who's full of ideas and for whom execution is actually really difficult. If somebody wanted to pay somebody just to give them ideas, I am totally the man for that job, but I'm so bad at putting them out there, which is one of the reasons that I started this whole schedule, in the hopes that I would start planning things out and having good ideas and execute the ones that I have, and it just hasn't turned out that way. My style has always just been more of a plan for maybe 10 minutes, turn on the camera, start talking, and then edit what you can afterward. There have certainly been some exceptions, but that's basically my default on this website. And I'm not saying that what's happening now is bad. I'm saying that what's happening now is different, and I don't really know how I want to adapt to that. It is kind of discomforting, though, to be creating content for an audience that actually does enjoy what I make. I get great comments, and every time I look at my analytics, I can tell that people are paying attention to what I say, which is very uplifting. But at the same time, my views have not grown. In fact, they've dropped since I have been making videos more regularly, and I don't really know how I feel about that. Do I care about the views or do I care about the experience? And it used to be that I would make videos because I had friends on YouTube that I would talk to all the time, and that's just not the case anymore. I mean, time zones are preventative, and a lot of the friends that I did have are now off doing their own thing, and some people are still at school and I'm not at school. Like, I just don't have the ability to sit on Skype all the time like I used to, and I don't know that that's really a bad thing, but all I'm saying is times change for people, and when you're creating content, it's hard to admit that the content has to change as well because, like Michael said in his videos, this is part of our personality, and when our lives change, our content changes as well. And I have a feeling that that has a lot to do with what was happening to Charlie, because people go back and see this massive backlog of videos and expect that to continue, and he's changed. He's an adult now. He's been living on his own. He's in a relationship, and this kind of life changes will change the way that your content happens, which is difficult to deal with. And I think deep down we are all scared of being accepted by people, and there are people who've been following for a very, very long time. Heck, my first subscriber ever is still subscribed to me. He just friended me on Facebook a few weeks ago, and I was like, absolutely, I remember the night that you subscribed to me. And it's amazing that people can stick around that long, people that I don't even really know, but the fact that I don't know them makes me forget that they're there, really, if that makes sense. It can sometimes feel like I am talking to a camera to create a piece of programming that I put into the machine that feeds me back comments and likes and a little bit of money on the side, but pretty much a negligible amount. And it does feel kind of worthless sometimes. I want to do YouTube more. I want to put more effort into my videos, and I just can't find it sometimes. So all I'm saying is I completely relate, and I don't know what the best solution is. I want to find things that drive me and really make this a thrilling experience, and after all these years, it's certainly lost some of that magic, but I don't think that that means that it's time to get scared. It's definitely time to pause for reflection, time to stop and think about what's happening, but I don't know that that should really drive someone to be scared. Then pausing and reflecting for things is uncertain, and sometimes the scariest things in the world are just scary because they're uncertain. Is that a ghost behind the curtain? Well, you don't know, and that's what's scary. Obviously, if you go and look behind the curtain and you see that it's not there, boom, you're not scared anymore. But the fact that there could be something there is what scares you. And you know, uncertainty is one of the biggest parts of life, and it's difficult to make decisions sometimes because it's so uncertain. Times are changing, and deciding what changes to make is uncertain. You know, I'd love to be on some kind of studio label. I'd love to be making more money off of these videos so that I can put more time and effort into them, because right now it's a side job and I have to treat it like a hobby, even though I don't really want to. Furthermore, I enjoy making more show type videos, but I feel like I'm kind of selling out part of my personality doing it because there's so much of my personality infused in this channel. I try to be honest, and then when I'm too honest, sometimes I feel like nobody's gonna care, nobody's gonna listen because it's not that entertaining stuff. I guess just everything is a balancing act, and it's hard to find what that balance is. And I think I've talked too long and I don't really have a way to end this video, so I just hope that some of these thoughts made sense to somebody out there. And I'll see you all on Sunday with a special video from SoulTube, because I'm going to SoulTube this weekend, and I'm really excited about the video that I'm going to make, because making videos at events is apparently something really fun to do that I didn't really realize. So do please let me know in the comments what you think. I love having conversations with you guys, and if you feel like making a video, definitely let me know. It would probably be better to post it as a video response to Charlie's, because that's kind of the central source for this conversation. But tweet it at me, send it to me on Tumblr, whatever. I'm interested to know what you think, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye, guys.